Now, if you're struggling in the start of your downswing with having the club get too far out in front of you and move fairly steep coming down, I'm going to show you in this video how you can do this one left arm movement to start your downswing, and that club will shallow, it will move on path better, and you're going to hit the ball a hell of a lot further. So I'm Jonathan Chan with JChownGolf. Let's dive right into it. Now, if you watch a lot of golf videos, you're going to know the importance of starting the downswing with a good right arm move. A lot of us instructors, we talk a lot about that movement. Very important, the right arm movement in the golf swing. But what is also important is our other arm that we've got, our left arm. Incredibly important, especially in the start of the downswing, because one of the biggest faults I see with a lot of golfers when they're starting off their downswing is they might have a good trail arm movement, but their left arm will start to disconnect away from their body when they start that downswing. Because you're going to see what happens when I disconnect my left arm, it gets further away from my chest as I'm swinging down. In the downswing, you're going to see the club is going to get a little bit steeper. But of course, the main thing you're noticing, the club is really moving out in front of me. I'm going to really cut across that golf ball. So we could see, well, I'm doing a good trail arm movement. It's getting in front of my body. But if my left arm's disconnecting from my chest, I'm not getting the benefits of this good trail arm move. I need my left arm to be moving a little bit better. So instead of the left arm separating, we want the left arm pinning to our chest as we're coming down to the downswing. Really important to pin that left arm to your chest there, where you can see now as I'm moving down, there is no gap between my bicep, my left bicep here, and my chest. You can see when I'm doing that, the shaft is now moving a little bit shallower, and two, the club isn't getting so far out in front of me. I'm doing the same trail arm movement and I'm getting all the positions I want to. Now, this move with that left arm is created by how the body moves in transition. So it's not so much of you physically trying to force that left arm into your chest, it's how your body is moving in transition here. So watch this. So I'm gonna get up to the top of my backswing, and what I'm gonna do here, I am gonna rotate my lower body and my mid-torso area. So really from my rib cage and down, my midsection and my lower body. And I'm gonna leave really my chest and my shoulder area quite passive here. Now, when I do that, you can see how naturally I am getting this left arm is naturally going into my chest. It's pinning into my chest quite naturally there. We see players like Rory McIlroy, for example, really does this move. So as we said, that movement, separating the lower body, getting the midsection to rotate alongside with it, the chest being a bit more passive. If the hands and arms are nice, loose and relaxed, left arm's going to pin. So shallowing movement, but it's also going to create a big kind of stretch on your left side in your lats here. So when that really happens, that means if something stretches, it's going to release going through the golf ball. So that means more power is going to be added to your golf shot as well. So it's a really, really good move. But we can see it's the body movement that's doing it. So I've got a brilliant, brilliant drill here to do. And there'll be two options on how to do this drill. And we can do a drill with the golf ball as well. So you can see, which you've probably seen from quite a lot of my videos, is this resistance band that just is hanging from the upright of the net here, which I use with a lot of my online lessons. But what we can do here, we can train this left arm move to happen quite naturally. So like we said, what we want the lower body to separate, and we want the mid-torso area to go along with it. If the upper body is staying quite nice and passive and it's not moving, it's not overly active, we're going to get that left arm pin here. And really from here, obviously, I can only feel what I'm feeling at the moment. You guys can't feel what I'm feeling. I can feel that left arm really sinking into my chest there. It's like it's trying to go inside my chest. It's really pinning that much. So that's going to create a tremendous amount of power, extra power source in the golf swing. And it's really going to help us with moving on path a little bit better and shallowing out. So all we need is this, a resistance band, get it up to an upright here, rotate your lower body, rotate your mid-torso, keep that chest very passive in its rotation. That arm is going to pin across there. So that is absolutely brilliant. You can do that even by just grabbing an upright. You could be by like a doorway, for example, just grabbing a doorway, grabbing the side of the doorway, of course, and doing the same movement there. Training that gives you the feeling of what we want to feel in that golf swing. Another great one to do where you don't need anything. You just need your left arm. So what we do, we get up to the top of the backswing, grab our left arm, pin it to our chest. Now what we're going to do, we're going to rotate again, lower body, mid-torso, keeping this left arm back. Of course, that's forcing my left arm to pin which is really going to create that shallow shaft, the club moving on a better path as well, and that power from the stretch and release of the muscles on your left side of your body. So how are we going to feel this a little bit? Get up to the top of the backswing and really feel that left arm staying up here whilst the rest of your body is uncoiling back towards the target. And it's really going to give you that natural shallow shaft, everything we want to be in there. So a good way to hit some balls and really getting proper feedback there to whether we're doing this movement or not. We're really going to be guaranteeing with doing this drill that our left arm is going to be more pinned. Then it's like a matter of fact of getting these drills in, getting the lower body and mid-torso to separate whilst the chest is staying quite nice and passive there. So all we need is a glove. Now we can have a glove, head cover, anything like that. I would always recommend a glove though. Place it underneath our lead arm there. So if we do the paw move here, what we're going to see is the glove is going to fall down. So if I have too much separation between my lead arm and my chest, the glove is going to fall down there. So if I want to keep this left arm a little bit more pinned to my chest here, I'm just going to keep it under there the whole time. So we know we really want to get that lower body mid-torso turn, keeping the shoulder area, the chest area a little bit more passive for the first movement in the downswing, which will naturally keep this in there, which is what we want to be feeling. But ultimately, let's just keep this glove underneath our left arm there the entire swing. So you can see from that swing there, really moved quite nicely from there. The shaft will shallow on its own. It will start moving on path a little bit better, less out to in, and you'll be creating a lot more power through the shot there. So really get these movements in here. If the forgotten arm in the golf swing, we only have two, but funnily enough, one does get forgotten. It's the left arm. And then all our good right arm movements we have in there will be complemented nicely and actually work in our golf swing. So if you found this video helpful, click that like button. If you want more golf instruction just like this, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell button too to be notified every time I put out a video. So let's get this left arm in a decent movement to start that downswing. We'll be playing a lot better golf.